Nobody warned me about the postpartum stink.
The what now? Hi, I'm the girl with the list, and I'm back with your daily dose of free birth control. People always say, oh, nobody warned me about this, nobody told me about that. It's me. I'm gonna warn you.
The stank that comes out of you after you give birth. So take like the coppery, bloody smell of a period, right? Add like an earthy smell, and then layer in like a kind of sweet rotting smell. The smell followed me for weeks. I'd use the bathroom and the smell would hang in the air to the point where I would tell my husband, don't go in there, because it smells like a rotting animal carcass on a spring day.
Everyone who has a period is probably somewhat familiar and comfortable with what a period smells like, but this is a whole new level. Now, for me, what's even more horrific is this comment. It's completely normal, and for scientific reasons, it's easier for your baby to know where you are and find you for breastfeeding. Babies are not beating the zombie monster allegations. The thought of a baby sniffing out its mother like a basset hound, like a baby floating in the air, like in the cartoons, like floating towards the smell, but that's you, and that's your stank. She said this lasted for weeks. So if you don't want to stink, you know what to do. And I'll give you more free birth control tomorrow. For today's free birth control, I'm going to be reading you some of the comments under this video where basically this woman takes a bite of a cookie and almost throws up, and that's how she realized she was pregnant. One time I wrote down the word mayo on a grocery list and it made me throw up. Just the word. I vomited because I thought about the fact that there was garlic in my fridge. Just the thought of the garlic in the fridge made her throw up. I could smell everything my husband ate through his skin. Couldn't hug or kiss him until I was past 20 weeks. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life. Took a sip of water and instantly gagged. Just water. Just water. You need water to live. What are you gonna do? In my first trimester, I had to stay off Pinterest because I kept seeing recipes with raw chicken and gagging. Literally just the thought of raw chicken. Crazy. I could smell tuna in the canned food aisle, and I threw up at the grocery store. In public, I read butter on a menu at a restaurant and knew instantly that she was pregnant. Never in my life have I felt that nauseated at a word. Pregnancy is crazy. Take your birth control. I will see you tomorrow. Velcro? Like this. This was happening inside her body. Oh my god. Take your birth control. Take your birth control. I'll see you tomorrow.
Where's the girl with the list? Because kids are the gift that just keeps on giving.
Hi, it's me. I'm the girl with the list, and I have your daily dose of free birth control. 6 days ago, I made this video, replying to a man whose son had pinworms.
My son has worms in his anus.
I wish I could tell you it ended there. I wish I could tell you that I talked about pinworms once and now I never have to talk about them again. This lady has come out with a video detailing some things I never wanted to know. Yet, here I am, sharing them with you.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if your son has worms in his booty hole, you also have worms in your booty hole.
You know who doesn't have worms in their booty hole? I don't mean to brag.
I have parents ask, how did my kid get worms in their booty hole? Let me tell you. Kids are disgusting, and they put their hands in their mouth constantly. And some other little kid who had worms in their booty hole went poo-poo, and they didn't wash their hands well. And then they touched something that your kid then touched, and then your kid put their fingers in their mouth. And they essentially ate the eggs of that other kid's wormy butt.
If not having kids means I will never have to worry about my kid eating another kid's wormy butthole eggs, count me in.
And then they come up to you with their little wormy butt hands and they say, Mama, take a little bite of this. And you don't want to crush their little spirits, and so you eat it, and then you have booty hole worms.
Not me. Will never be me. And if you follow me, that will never be you either.
So how do pediatricians diagnose it? You can actually put a piece of Scotch tape on your kid's butt in the morning because it should have eggs. You can bring that to the pediatrician's office and we can look under a microscope.
Come here, little Timmy. Mommy has to put tape on your butt to see if you have worms. Words I will never say. I have learned more about pinworms in the past couple of days than I ever hopes to experience in real life, God willing. Child-free girlies are sitting comfy in our homes without fear of pinworms. Pinworm-free apartment. Take your birth control. Stay baby-free and pinworm-free. 2 in 1. I'll see you tomorrow.
I don't want one yet, I don't want one yet, I don't want one yet, I don't want one.
No, you do not. Welcome back to Free Birth Control Series, the series where I give you free birth control every single day, cure that baby fever for you. Look, I get it, those videos pop up for me too, and damn it if they aren't cute. But grab a glass of water and get ready to take your pill because it's a big one.
Oh, I had a baby 2 months ago, and I just got the hospital bill. Let's see how much it costs. Labor room / delivery room, $13,900. Room and board, semi-private, that was $19,111.
$14,000 for the room she had her baby in, and $19,000 for the room she stayed in afterwards.
Anesthesia, $2,181. Pharmacy, $1,291.33.
How is this legal?
Other diagnostic services, that was $1,001. Laboratory was $862. Emergency room, which was $411. In total, it cost me $47,292.01 to have a baby.
Genuinely, how is anyone affording this? She ended up paying only about $2,000 after insurance, but not everyone has that good of insurance. That is outrageous. Take your birth control. Your bank account is begging you.
Girl with the list, Dad. Take this down.
Hi, it's me. I'm the girl with the list, and this is yet another episode of the Free Birth Control Series, the series where I remind you why you don't want kids. This one was a wild ride.
Your children may, after seeing a movie where somebody shines shoes with a fine haired brush, use your makeup brush that looks like this and resembles the one in the movie so much, they may take your brush and several brushes because they try the other ones to clean them out of their soccer cleats from weeks ago. Mix it with cleaner and a bunch of other things so you don't notice it, and it may cause you to break out more than you ever have in your entire life. And you've been contaminating all of your makeup for about a month now with these brushes. Put that on the list.
Her kids used her makeup brushes to clean out of their soccer cleats. She didn't notice, continued to use the brushes for weeks. And now she has to replace all her brushes, all her makeup, because it all has in it. I am flabbergasted, disgusted, blown away. She's like, did I change my diet? Am I having some hormone shifting? No, there was in her brushes. I'm not one to spend a ton of money on makeup or brushes. It's me and the brush I bought 6 years ago against the world. But if I had to replace all of my makeup, because it's all contaminated at this point. Like all of it. You have to throw all of it away. It adds up. Throw away the whole bathroom at that point. Take your birth control. I will see you tomorrow.
I'm currently experiencing the weirdest pregnancy symptom I have ever heard of. I'm literally turning surfaces blue.
Oh my god. Okay, I looked it up. It's 100% real. It's rare, but it's called chromhidrosis, and it causes sweat to turn different colors, including yellow, brown, blue, green, and black. Again, it's incredibly rare, so there's not a lot of research on this. Technically, there isn't a known link between pregnancy and chromhidrosis, but when you look it up, it seems like the majority of people who suddenly have this are pregnant women.
This is the top I wore to bed last night, and when I took it off this morning, it was...
So there it is, that's what it looks like. Now the craziest thing is that it's not just clothing. Most pregnant women who are reporting dealing with this are noticing it because of the toilet seat. They're turning their toilet seats blue. They're getting up from the toilet and the seat is blue. What if you're in public? What if you go over to your friend's house for a dinner party and you turn their toilet seat blue? What if you have to use the toilet in the Walmart? Oh my god. What the hell? This is insane. Add it to the list. Take your birth control and I'll see you tomorrow.
Somebody get the girl with the list, because we have another one.
Y'all know the drill. My name is Zumi, and for the past 2 years, I've been compiling a list of reasons not to have kids in case you ever need some free birth control. Let's watch a video.
When I was about 2 to 3 months pregnant with my baby boy, I had this weird pregnancy symptom. I would have to pee, and I would go to pee, and nothing would come out. And I'm at work, I'm sitting in a meeting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really have to pee. So I excuse myself from this meeting, I go to the bathroom, nothing comes out. I call my husband and I'm like, Matt, I'm at work, I can't pee. He's like, Court, you just need to come home. We need to go to the hospital, like you need to see a doctor. Go to my car, and I'm like, if I have to pee on the way home, I'm just gonna pee in my car. I like don't care. Put like my giant sweater under my butt, and I get in the car, I start driving home. At some point, I'm like, oh my god, I'm peeing. and I like just pee all over in the car, all over myself. I drive home, sitting in my pee, I shower, I change, we get in the car to go to the hospital. I still feel like I have a bladder full of pee. I still have to pee. We get to the hospital, a little ultrasound thing on me, and they're like, your bladder is really full. Normally bladders can comfortably hold like 300, I think, to 400 milliliters. Yours is at like 650. So the OB-GYN comes down, she examines me, and she's like, you have what's called an incarcerated uterus. Your baby and the sac that the baby's in normally is kind of like at a more like upright angle, and yours and the baby are laying like completely horizontal, and it's pushing on your urethra, so your bladder cannot empty any of the urine. I can manually, and so that is what she does. It was probably one of the most uncomfortable things that I've had done. And I had a catheter replaced. And the kicker on that was I had to wear it for 2 weeks. Give my bladder a rest.
I don't know where to start with that one. Peed on herself in the car, had a bladder twice as full as it usually should be. She had a catheter strapped to her leg for 2 weeks. Take your birth control. I will see you tomorrow. Here's some free birth control for the day. You know how kids just throw up everywhere? I was sent this video today.
I'm letting her crawl around, get her muggles out before bed. Then behind me I hear a burp. Then I feel warm liquid down my back. She threw up into my sweatshirt. She pulled my sweatshirt back, burped, and threw up into my sweatshirt and down my back.
That's intentional. She pulled the sweatshirt back and threw up into it. That was not a mistake. She knew what she was doing. If you become a mother, you're going to be treated like that popcorn bowl. You know the popcorn bowl that doubles as a throw-up bowl? Yeah, that's you now. That's you now. Now that's bad enough. I regret to inform you, it gets worse.
I made some meat and cheese and crackers, and I had that plate sitting on the coffee table. I take a bite of my cheese and crackers, and it doesn't taste right. And then I look down at the plate, and I'm examining, and I see that she has thrown up all over the cheese and crackers. I ate cheese crackers topped with warm formula curdled milk vomit.
That does it for me. That is making me physically nauseous. So, take your birth control, and if you need more baby fever cures, I do this every day. I make myself nauseous like this every single day for you, okay? So follow along.
He's coming out of my butt. Oh! You think his head big? Oh, my butt! You got it, Joe. You okay? You okay? You okay? Please be careful. Do you feel like baby's coming? Oh, my butt! Oh! Oh!
Fun fact, that right there is why humans cannot remember pain. We can, if you think back on something that was really painful to go through, your brain recognizes that, yes, it was painful, but you don't get the sensation of pain ever when you think about that. Sometimes you can almost smell a really good cooked meal that you remember and almost taste it, but the brain cannot bring that sense of pain back when thinking upon memory. And it's literally because of childbirth. Because in order for our species to survive, we have to forget that pain. Because no one would have a second kid if they experienced that trauma and that pain again right when they thought about what it was like giving birth. Now, as kind of a disclaimer, everyone, of course, has different pain tolerances. Some people find birthing easier than other people, but I think everyone can agree that pushing a human out of you is so painful, And also, the lady at the beginning of this, she had an epidural and it failed. And that's another thing that now terrifies me about childbirth, is that epidurals can fail and you can feel all of that pain. Like, I always am just like, I can't imagine having a kid. The thing that's supposed to help take away the pain and make it a less grueling experience can just fail. Isn't that great?
I gave birth 4 days ago, and I tore upward, not downward.
I saw this video, I was like, me too!
I've been summoned. Welcome back to the Free Birth Control series, the series where I remind you why you don't want kids. Where'd my other earring go? Oh, there it is. So here's the thing. We've talked about tearing before. I've heard some really terrible stories of some really terrible tears, but I've never heard of tearing upwards. I have to ask, are you telling me you tore like that?
If you don't know, I'm a mum of 6 and it was my last pregnancy.
Girl, this hurts. You made it through 5 pregnancies, didn't tear. The 6th one you tore, you were 5 for 5. That's rough.
Everything just happened so quick. It was so intense. His head came out so fast, so quick, so much pressure. I felt it. I had a water birth, but I still felt it. And just like this creator said, like, obviously the pain of going to the toilet doing a wee is a 10.
I cannot even comprehend, I don't want to comprehend the pain of having to pee after you've tore upwards.
I really have severe nerve damage, and I'm talking severe, like, I can't feel it. I literally, that area has no feeling for me.
She lost all feeling. Nothing down there. That's a tragedy. Take your birth control. And if you haven't already, join the Discord server. We have almost 500 members already. We're sharing birth control. We're sharing baby fever cures. It's fun. Links in my bio for that. See you tomorrow.
20 goo-goo gaga videos back to back of all these babies. I now want one baby for every single day of the week.
I can help. All you gotta do is follow me. I will break up your feed and cure that baby fever for you. Welcome back to another episode of the Free Birth Control series where I remind you why you don't want babies.
This little can of formula only lasts my daughter 2 days, and it's $38. And that's actually the cheapest it's been in a really long time. During the height of the formula shortage in my area, this can was $50 per can, and it only lasts 2 days.
$38 to $50 is how much it costs for you to feed your baby for 2 days. Imagine if you had twins or triplets. I had no idea it was this expensive.
Depending which grocery store you go to, it can be anywhere from $47 to $57 for this tin. This can will last about 5 to 6 days. The smaller can lasts 3 to 4 days. And if she wakes up for a night feed, I might even be out of it sooner than that. The price of it is outrageous. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Everyone's feeling the strain.
There are just so many extra costs and absolutely crucial expenses that you have to take into account when you have kids. It's crazy. Take your birth control.
Another one? Already?
What?
Mom!
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even think you guys are... You can't handle the 2 you have.
Oh my God. She's fed up. She's had enough. Obviously, all love, no judgment. However, I feel like in our society, a lot of people will be having kids just to have kids. And if grandma's pulling more than her fair share of the weight, then maybe you should hold off on having another one. I don't know. Or at least just, think about it before just doing it.